my loves, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Lanaya and this is Naya's Nook. Today we are going to be doing a book haul and a bookshelf reorganization. Let's get into the book haul and then we'll move on to reorganizing my shelves. I'm so excited, I'm so happy. I love buying books. There's someone cleaning in the litter box, so we'll wait. So yesterday I went to Half Price Bookstore and I went to Barnes & Noble, so I wanted to do just like a quick little book haul. I got 11 books total. I got 6 books from Half Price Bookstore and 5 books from Barnes & Noble. So we'll start with Half Price Bookstore because that's where I went first, and then we'll move on to Barnes & Noble. First book I got is City of Bones. This book, raven-haired reader, I love her so much. She has the entire series on her shelf, always in the view of the camera. And it was on the clearance rack for $4, so I figured I would start the series, just give it a shot. And if I really enjoy it, I could just buy the rest of the series. She does speak highly of Cassandra Clare, and I typically like a lot of the same books that she does. So I'm hoping that this will be a good read for me. So the next 2 books I bought are books that I already read, but I didn't own the physical copies. I bought The Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. I started reading Throne of Glass on my Kindle, so I didn't have all of the physical copies. I currently own Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Kingdom of Ash, and I own both Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. And now I own Throne of Glass and The Assassin's Blade. The next book I got is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've never read an Emily Henry, but I've heard so many good things about her. And then I saw that this book was also on the clearance rack for $6. So I kind of figured like I had to pick it up. And it's in like perfect condition. Like the spine looks great. The cover looks great. Nothing inside. The next book I got is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've been wanting to read this book for so long, and I wasn't sure that it would be the kind of book that I would ever want to pick up again. And I don't love spending a whole bunch of money on a book that I'm not sure I'll even enjoy that much. So I bought it at Half Price Bookstore for $8.49. I felt like it was a pretty good price, a really good deal. The condition isn't the greatest. It's got a couple nicks on it, but again, I wasn't really sure if I would even really like this book. The next book I got from Half Price Bookstore, I don't even remember like what it's about or literally why I picked it up at all, and that is Prom Theory. It was $4, so I guess I'm not mad at it. A girl is trying to prove her theory that love is just like medical, like science. It's just like science, and she's making this like prom theory, and the male main character feels like love is just love. It's more powerful than anything else can be. I don't really know. I don't remember picking it up. I'm not interested. It looks like a cute romance. I've never really been a fluffy romance kind of person, and I don't really love books that take place in high school, and this does take place in high school, so I'm down to give it a chance. That's everything that I got from Half Price Bookstore. So that was 6 books, 2 of which I've already read, but I want to own the entire series as a physical copy. After that, I headed over to Barnes & Noble and got a few books there. They were also doing buy one get one 50% off of all fantasy books, so I picked up Kingdom of the Wicked and One Dark Window on that sale. I'm excited about both of these books. I don't really remember what Kingdom of the Wicked was about, but I do know that One Dark Window, I mean, I've heard so many good reviews about at least the first book. I know some people say the second book is not as good. Even the woman at Barnes & Noble who cashed me out actually told me that she enjoyed the first book so much more than she enjoyed the second one. But I still want to give the series a chance. I love fantasy, so I don't see why I wouldn't like it. I usually don't rate any fans. I don't think I've rated any fantasy like under 3 stars. Like I love fantasy books. You can't really go wrong, you know? I have DNF'd one fantasy though. I DNF'd Crave at like 27%, I want to say. Oh my gosh. The next book I got is the final book in Throne of Glass that I don't already own, and that is Crown of Midnight. So this completes my Throne of Glass set. I now have the entire series owned. I'm so happy. I can't wait to do my first reread because I do want to tab this series. This whole series I've been really enjoying, and I can kind of feel Throne of Glass becoming one of my all-time favorite series. So I had to pick up the rest of the collection. This was the final book I needed to complete my collection. So next book I got is Butcher and Blackbird. This is a story following 2 serial killers who fall in love, Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know. The cover's cute, so I wanted the physical copy rather than just reading it on my Kindle or anything like that, because I mean, You know? How could you not? How could you not want this? Yeah, I had to buy that. Last book I got is the first book in the Chestnut Spring series, and that is Flawless. I got the more simple covers. I got the like colorful covers rather than getting the one with the people on the front. I don't like my covers to have people on the front, which is another reason why I'm like, why did I buy this? This is the first book in the Chestnut Spring series. I have not read any of them. I believe they're on Kindle Unlimited, so honestly, don't spend your money. But I know that Destiny Sitwell like raves about this book, so I'm very excited to read it, and I love Destiny Sitwell. I want to say the book I'm probably most excited for is Butcher and Blackbird. I love serial killers. I love romance. Give it to me in a book. Am I right? Oh, this is cute. Okay, I just read a little excerpt. I'm like super excited for this book. I want to read this like right now, low-key. This looks cute. I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy this. I think this is my most anticipated read. I think I'm most excited for this. What I'm not super excited is the fact that I now need to make room for all of these books on my shelf, but my shelf is full. All right, so fortunately my bookshelf has already been set up and it is kind of full, so I figured we would also do a little bit of a reorganization kind of thing in the background. I don't really have a plan for what I want to do. I just know I need to get all of these books on this shelf, and hopefully I'll be able to fit them all, and if I can't, then that means I need a new bookshelf. And this is my first bookshelf ever, so I'm like kind of sentimental. I kind of want to fit into it. I kind of want to make it work if we can, but we'll see. I know for a fact that I want Sarah J. Maas to have her own shelf. I'm hoping that I can fit all of her books in one of these longer cubicles, but I have all of Throne of Glass, all of ACOTAR, and 2 out of the 3 books in Crescent City. So I'm not sure. I have a total of 15 Sarah J. Maas books, one of which I'm letting my sister borrow right now, so it's not on my shelf, and that's the first book of ACOTAR. But I have a total of 15 Sarah J. Maas books that need to go on this shelf in the same area. I kind of want her all together if possible, but I'm not sure if 15 books can fit in one of these little cubes. So we'll have to see. I also forgot in the book haul at the beginning of this video, I also got this bookmark from Barnes. I think it's so cute, and it's got this little cute little piece on it as well. Yeah, she's cute. That's all I have for plan. I guess let's just take all the books off my shelf. I don't know, go from there, and we'll see where we really go with this. So let's get into it. Would you count these as romance or dark romance? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put these with romance. Rated all of the books, so here we've got kind of like a miscellaneous pile. These 2 piles are both fantasy. I have a pile back there that's books that I'm not used to but I want to give a chance. Over there I have books I'm unhauling. These 2 are stacks of Sarah J. Maas. This is my dark romance, and this is my fluffy romance stack. I don't really have a plan going in, honestly, so let's just do it, I guess. Okay, so I managed to fit every fantasy book I own on one row, and then I'm gonna do romance, dark romance. I wanted Harry Potter to have one of the bigger cubes just because it's such a big, bulky series, and it is one of my favorite series, but I think I'm gonna have to split it between 2 bottom cubes and then maybe put the books that I'm not necessarily interested in over here. I am also missing, like I said, the first book of A Court of Thorns and Roses my sister has. My sister also has the first book in the Never After novel series. She has Hooked. currently, so I'm gonna leave a spot for Hooked as well. Okay, so I might be able to give Harry Potter its own shelf after all. But I don't think I want to do it the same way I had it before. I'm gonna use this perfume bottle that I don't really use that often to hold up Wretched because it has fallen like 3 times.
Wow.
Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up. We'll do a little bit of a close-up. Come on. First shelf here, I have majority of my Sarah J. Maas. I'm just missing the first book of ACOTAR. Like I said earlier, it is with my sister currently. And then here I have the rest of Sarah J. Maas with Throne of Glass here and the tandem tabs kind of sticking out. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't know. I continue on down with fantasy, all in the top row. Harry Potter, which I gave its own cube down here. Over here, I've got dark romance kind of going on. I'm not really sure what you would classify this as. I'm not gonna say they're fluffy, but I don't think they're necessarily dark. But these are more kind of on the darker side, especially these. Coming down at the bottom, I've got some more romance books here, and then I've got the Never After novel series. I want to add, I am missing Hooked, but I want to add more to it so I kind of fill up this space a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to work on that, but for now, that's what we have here. Or I could do something kind of similar to how I did this with this series here, but I'd have to buy more books. So I think I'm just making up reasons to buy more books, honestly. Over here, I have a couple more romance books and then a couple of my miscellaneous books. I think I'm actually gonna switch these two because this is more of a romance than this. Because this is more of like a mystery. And then this is just sad. These are all of the books that I'm currently unhauling. I don't need their names sticking out. They're books that I do not care about. Here I have some bookmarks and some tabs. And then moving over, I have all of the books that are kind of out of my comfort zone that I wouldn't typically go for, but I am interested in giving a chance. My Barnes & Noble bag, and then some more of my Kindle accessories. All right, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you again soon.